Hello, my name is Camden Furman, and my Gapminder project will cover the correlation between the literacy rates of nations and the amount of annual income earned and why it's crucial for economies to develop. This topic grabbed my attention because the ability to read and write is often taken for granted in a sense because as we get older, it just becomes a part of daily life, and we don't often think about how hard life would be without these basic skills. In 2017, only 36% of fourth graders in the United States were proficient readers or above. The other 64% were the continuation of an environment that were brought up with reading not being a priority. This was due to some parents not being able to read as well, and so it stunted the developmental growth of these kids in their ability to learn at a good level. An even more daunting statistic is that studies show that 1 out of every 7 adults in America alone are considered functionally illiterate, which can potentially trickle down to our youth, these being the businessmen and women of tomorrow, and it makes it extremely hard to understand the basic concepts in what field of work they would like to pursue. This applies to the growth of an economy because if prospective applicants lack the needed skills to perform within the workplace, they can't fully do their job, and it makes it almost impossible to be considered for the wanted position. They then end up not having work or working in an industry that pays less and keeps them barely above the poverty line. This then lowers average income for people and also won't allow them to grow and move up into a higher field of work. This isn't just the case for the United States, it is worldwide. Referring to the graph, the larger dots are the countries with a large population, and the medium to small dots are medium to small populations. On the y-axis, it gives a percent of the literate people in each nation, which increases as you go up the y-axis. And on the x-axis is the average annual income per person for that nation. The first bubble that catches the eye is India, due to its size, and they average a 62.8% literacy rate and only average $4,600 a year. With India being so largely populated, it shows that they on average make less money, mainly because the other 37.2% lack the skills to read and write. This also affects the economy to grow and create larger infrastructure within the country, which creates lower wages because of less specialized jobs. The next bubble that grabs the attention is the lowest circle on the graph, which is Mali. They have the lowest literacy rate out of all countries globally. The 33.4% that can read stunts the growth of their country as well, with people only making around $1,900 annually. They can't grow because they have less technology to help aid the people grow, which which slows development of any technological advancement. With the literacy rate so low, it creates problems just like India with growing specialized fields of work. For examples, doctors, teachers, and along with businessmen and women are few and far between because only a select few are able to receive the resources to go into these fields. The smaller the country, or they are a smaller country, so it is hard to grow because their resources are more scarce than other more advanced nations. The final bubble I would like to cover is the yellow bubble at the very top of the graph, is Poland, and they have an astonishing 99.7% literacy rate within their country, and on average they make $30,000 annually. Poland is a smaller country, but they have the resources necessary to be technologically advanced compared to the two previous countries that were covered, mainly due to the high literacy rate, which equates to more specialized jobs that can make more money, which raises average income, which provides the point of higher literacy rates increase income along with the development of their economy. Overall, a high literacy rate does in fact increase income and allows the ability to create more specialized jobs. This is why being able to read and write from a young age is crucial in the development of the future of countries moving forward. Now, not all countries have the resources possible to create such high rates, but can still be successful in the long term. Although it does greatly increase the possibility of being able to have a successful life and be able to provide for one's family moving forward, it is amazing to see how much a small activity can create such a great impact on a person's future with a country's success in a long-term setting.